Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Currently in the garage. I think today I'm finally taking over some mixed cast iron to the scrapyard. I've been tripping over it forever. The last couple months here in the garage, I've been trying to walk around. I have some on the floor over there to the right. I know I do have cast iron rotors that are up against that wall. We won't be taking those, but I'll take over this mixed cast iron as well as I think that aluminum table I got from the auction. So we're going to do that, and we're going to run errands all morning. We're going to stop at, I think, Lowe's, see if they have an oscillating tool. I've never bought one, but I needed to cut a board off the side of my house to replace it. Oh, maybe I can get some beadboard while I'm there. So, yeah, we got a lot going on. Need more paint. A lot going on. Try to get bubble wrap. We'll see how today turns out. So let's make it a good one, see what happens. Let's do it. I just look at this closely, and I can see right in the... Well, you can't really see. Probably right about here. There's actually a steel rod that runs through the center. It looks like it only goes through the center, so what I have to do is somehow get these off, whatever that is. I don't know what kind of screw that is. I don't know. Maybe a Sawzall will make this a lot easier. Otherwise, we'll have to bash our heads against the wall for a little bit. But I gotta get that off because this is clean aluminum and that is not clean aluminum. All these green bins everywhere are definitely a sight to see. Gone are the days of random piles in this town. Alright, on to the metal yard. I brought over, I think, dirty brass. I took apart the table. That wasn't too difficult. Yeah, it wasn't too difficult. I was able to get 2 of the screws off. And then, if anyone's ever worked with metal, copper and aluminum are 2 different metals that are very easy to bend if they're thin. And they like to, just break off and snap. So this was aluminum, and I was able to break off the other 2 bolts off of the frame, even when they were stripped out. So, alright, we're going to make some money. Not a whole lot of money. Then I gotta go get bubble wrap. Well, I gotta stop off at the post office, but then I know off the bubble wrap. And hopefully they have it. I don't know if they will. It's like a drive to go there and just hope for the best. It's kind of funny. I just watched a guy run up these stairs. For whatever reason, these stairs make you run up or run down them. I don't know what the science is behind that. But every time I leave here, I always run down the stairs. Wild. I see they have a bunch of electronic waste over there in pallets. A lot of money there. I know the scrapyard doesn't do it, but I don't know if they send it off to someone who does it. There's a lot of money there. Okay, well, I didn't think dirty brass didn't pay that much. I thought it paid at least $1. It actually pays here only 70 cents. So that might actually have to be a put aside kind of pile for the other scrapyard. I think they pay $1.70 or $1.50. So it's good to know at least that's that low. I didn't think it was that low. I thought it was at least $1. You win some, you lose some. The sheet aluminum, 20 pounds. That's the tabletop. So I've mentioned in a bunch of other videos what I paid. $2 for that. It was that and the chairs, and I think I thought originally it'd be $30 in scrap. In the end, I think I got $23 the last go around for the chairs, so we're at $34. Not bad. $34 for some scrap picked up at an auction, just some chairs and table. Probably cost a fortune when they bought it new, before it was all covered in moss and mold. But yeah, we're off to, I guess, see if we get some bubble wrap. Been a while. That may be Lowe's, who knows? Spending a day with taco stacks. It's like you're riding along. Just, you don't have to hear me yap straight for hours on end. Just... Alright, let's see what's going on in the bubble wrap place. See, we have rolls out here, which is how they do it. You can stop by and just drop money off. See how it's interesting? Some of these are small bubbles, and they make them to large bubbles. These are not gonna work. Probably was a stack right there. Let's see if the door's open. Oh, it's locked. This roll is not too bad. The only issue is it's half the size of the rolls that I usually get. It's the same price, it's just half the size. What happened here? How about that? It's like a cone shape. Yeah, all these rolls are about half the size. And it's locked. So now, thought I heard someone behind me. Now I guess I gotta wait. Go back to the truck and wait. Hopefully someone shows up. I think it'd be fun to work there because it's like, there's only like really 2 office employees. There's the owner and then the person who I usually deal with. Very nice lady. But I just hope one of the 2 show up because it's a little bit after 10 o'clock and no one's here. I have to get inside to get the better bubble wrap, which means I have to wait till someone gets here. Yeah. How about it? Pellet fuel. I guess we're gearing up for winter. I got all these plants out here. We're actually buying plants. I tell you, 2 of my pine trees are so dead, it's unbelievable. 2 of the, I don't know how many I bought this year, but 2 of them are goner than gone. So now I have to somehow replace them. So I guess maybe I'll look at trees here. But I'm supposed to have one of these oscillating tools, these DeWalt tools, which I have passed up I don't know how many times, whether it be at an auction, the pawn shop, and now I need it to cut this one board. It's going to use a Sawzall, but it's going to be so rough edged and all that, it's not going to be good or neat. This is that's bubble wrap. So I was able to get bubble wrap. The owner's son was actually there. It's not the best condition stuff. So you see how it's like not flat there. It's also dirty back there. This, see how some of it's coming out right here. I mean, if you're using this for yourself, even if you're buying it, I mean, this roll right here is probably $35. We could even, I don't know if they'll sell it here, but we can see. I mean, it's a pretty big size roll. But I had a guy who asked me if I could pick him up a van load. There's realistically like 6 rolls here, which he would probably take. So I gotta shoot him a text and say I can't get him a van load, but I can bring him 6 rolls if he needs it. But all the profit I'm going to make off those rolls that are in that van are literally going to go, are going to go and be spent right now. Just I haven't made the money yet. Gotta love it. Take a quick look and see what trees and shrubbery we got. I really want, see, I don't like these arborvitaes. What I want is pine trees, but I feel like the pine trees are just not working out. Yeah, they're too, these guys are too thin for me. Yep, not gonna work. They called, there's a name for something. I don't know what kind of tree they are. Big dwarf, green dwarf. See, you spend a day with taco stacks. This is the kind of stuff that we do. Would like some fruit trees. One of my neighbors, probably about 12 years ago, maybe 10 or 12 years ago, we helped plant fruit trees, and he asked me if I wanted any, and I was like, I don't know if I have time to plant one. Should I have planted that or what? 12 years ago, the thing would be producing so many fruit by now. It doesn't look like we're going to be doing too well out here. That's the same tree. I'm definitely missing the word for whatever they're called. Great for $185. That's what it is. Green giant Western arborvitae. Giant giant. I think it's green giant is what they are. I don't know why I thought it was called dwarf something. 45 for those, but that's not the same one. 185 bucks. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait till they're 75% off and there's one dead, one left. All right, I've now walked around the store like 4 times looking at all this wood, and I can't find one piece that's identical to what's on the side of my house or on the side of the warehouse. That's not it either. Might have to go to like an actual wood place. That's crazy. I even looked at the wood that's like in the specialty area. All right, well, that's just, I guess, a project for another day. Just not expecting that. I found shiplap, which I think is pretty identical. I don't think it's exactly it. I think anything's better than just rotted wood, so I think I'll just grab this. You just need one board. Why do I not have... See, I'm not a person who knows a ton about wood, but I know with the stuff that I have, it has like an indent, and it's supposed to like slip upwards. This has an indent, but it's almost like tongue and groove. Not exactly the way it's supposed to look, but I don't think I really have much of a choice here, guys. All right, how about that? Little Taco Stacks frugal shopping. Found the deal of a lifetime on this thing. Comes with a battery, a charger. It comes with the bits, which were $35 for those. I don't know, they're whatever kind of bit it is. It's like a wood cutting bit and something else. Comes with a 3-pack of that, but that was $35 by itself. The battery, I think, is like 80 bucks. The tool itself is $100. Long story short, it was retailed for $250 and it was on sale for literally $99.99. So that is $150 off. Good thing I looked too, because I was just gonna buy the tool and I was like, does the tool come with the bits? And I looked and I'm like, doesn't. So I kept looking around. I was like, wait, this is exactly what I want. Why is it $206 discounted to 100 bucks? I don't know. And now you get an extra battery. Battery's always good to have. Man, I can't believe it. $250 tool deal kit for 100 bucks. It's the last one they had in stock. I can't believe it. It's like one of those deals you buy every single one and then you put it on eBay for like 200 bucks. Let's see what it is even on eBay, if it even pops up. Take a photo, keep current selection. These are literally none of them. Oh, you want to hear a hot take of today? You guys like hearing the hot takes of me ranting about things. Let's see what if we scan that barcode, if it does anything, or is that a special barcode? Nope, it's here. 140 bucks, 195, 195, 150. So someone else is definitely going to Lowe's and buying these. Yeah, you're not buying for 100 bucks and then flipping it for 140. That's not good barcode stuff, or good that's not good business stuff. Hot take of today. Ready for it? The Google app. When you take a photo with your Google app and you're trying to find the value of something, it never shows you the comparable price in terms of average or sold price. It always shows you the highest price. So if you take say you take a photo of a t-shirt, vintage t-shirt, and it pulls up the eBay listings of that, it will never show you what items sold for or the lowest you can possibly buy it for. It will always show you the highest number out there. So if you take a photo of something, it's going to say, oh, it's $800, and in your mind you're going to be like, oh, this is worth 800 bucks. But if you copy and paste the listing into eBay, you'll see the highest priced item is $800, and there are a bunch of ones that sell for maybe 75 or 100 or 150. So you can easily be wrong by just taking a photo to try to find the value of something, and it gives you an inflated value. Hot take of today, it should not be like that. It should be the lowest price. That way, when you're somewhere and you want to know what something's worth, or if you're at an estate sale and the estate sale company is like, oh yeah, here, let me take a photo with my phone and see what it goes for. And it pops up and it's like, oh, this goes for $250 on eBay. We'll do $160. And you're like, nah, and you look at it and you look at your phone on eBay and your phone on eBay says $60. You're like, wow, you're way wrong with your price. All right, hot take over. Getting carried away, it's too hot for this. All right, made it back to the warehouse. I don't know if I showed you it all painted. That's what it looks like. So it's all painted, it matches. I can already see some of this because it was pine. There was little knots there. They got knocked out. I'm not a huge fan on like these right here. That's probably gonna get punched out at some point once moisture and water gets in there. It looks pretty good. Did a good job. Sure beats well, the barn doors before that never closed, and it's sealed, you know. So before I had issues with mice, that was one of like the big things about why I wanted to seal this thing up. Hello? No one's in here. A little quiet. So, kind of has a weird odor. You know why it might have a weird odor? Because it's so sealed up now that like odors are kind of trapped in here. I, however, am going to, I guess put the bubble wrap over there. It's always the fun part. I guess I'll grab the broom quickly. I still have no idea what liquid this is. It still has not absorbed completely. I don't know what you would do. Would you put, I don't know. What would you put on that? Cat litter? All right. Well, bubble wrap is here. Not the prettiest of rolls. You guys can see it's a little janky. I do have a couple people who have asked for just individual rolls, and I know they don't buy like a whole van load like the reason why I kind of went over there for. So I'll give them pretty much this at cost. Bump a little bit just for gas, you know, but not going to charge them retail for these uglier rolls. But as you guys see, it's a decent amount of work just to get that stuff. You know, it's not like, hey, look, it's at the end of the road. Let's just stop by every once in a while. It's, you know, an hour drive, 45-minute drive. So a little bit of work goes a long way. Our wonderful door. Isn't that kind of cool? I have a legit door now. I don't know if I asked about this, but what do you think it would cost to insulate and sheetrock that? It's not exactly... like, I don't think they make 2-inch wide sheetrock, so you're gonna have to bump this out a little bit. Looks like you got more space up top than you do at the bottom. So however you do that, you do that. I would say if you were to pay someone, probably be $800. Not a super difficult job. There's no electric, there's no plumbing you gotta work on. I would say $800. That'd be my guess. How much to sheetrock this roof? I don't know. I can't imagine wanting to get up there though. And now that I don't have a legit door, like a big barn door like this was, you can't exactly get a lift. Well, I guess you can drive a lift through there, a really narrow one. Probably costs a fortune to rent just because you'd have to get a narrow one. Specialty item. Anyway, thanks for tagging along for another episode here with Taco Stacks. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more treasure hunts, and hopefully we'll get some work done in here at some point. Maybe build this into a new office, because the flea market thing, well, we'll hit on that on another time. But if you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more treasure hunts and more adventures. Thanks for tagging along for another episode, another adventure today. And until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.